You're walking towards a restaurant, and as you're approaching the door, you notice a group of people standing in front of the door, smoking cigarettes. You hurry through and hold your breath as you walk inside. Throughout the night, and as you eat your food, you notice the stench of smoke reeking from your clothes. This is a situation we can all relate to. But did you realize the stench wasn't the only negative you got from this encounter? All public places should be smoke-free. With smoking being such a common issue, this is something that could significantly affect your future if something doesn't change. After conducting reliable research from both arguments, I feel confident in presenting this to you today. Today I will prove my point through proof that secondhand smoke causes too many issues, it's unfair for people who choose not to use the harmful substance, and it's too risky for children to be around. Now before you get too defensive, let me explain my reasoning behind my stance. First, secondhand smoke causes too many issues. According to the article, Smoke-Free and Tobacco-Free Places, published on Public Health Law Center, January 28, 2013, the complex mixture of gases and particles that make up secondhand smoke, also known as environmental tobacco smoke, contains at least 250 chemicals known to be lethal, including more than 50 that can cause cancer. These 250 chemicals deteriorate the human body. If they are so serious as to be considered lethal, it's clear that they're unsafe. How is it fair for someone's irrational decisions to lead to an innocent person being diagnosed with cancer? Cancer is a serious disease that is a burden on many people. Overall, these chemicals have a negative effect on everyone involved in the act of smoking. To put these gases into the bodies of other people is harmful and could be avoided by preventing smoking in all public places. This is not the only reason I feel this way. Furthermore, it is unfair for people who choose not to use the harmful substance. According to the article, Health Effects of Secondhand Smoke, published on American Lung Association, between 1964 and 2014, 2.5 million people died from exposure to secondhand smoke, according to a report from the U.S. Surgeon General. This is 2.5 million lives taken for something they had no control over. They didn't choose to smoke the harmful substance. They just happened to be around someone that did. Someone else's irrational decisions shouldn't determine your life expectancy. For example, kids could be raised in a smoke-free home their entire lives and grow up to be surrounded by secondhand smoke in their workplace. Eventually, they could even become a statistic as well, despite their parents' efforts to keep them safe. They cannot control what other people do, but the law can. This is why public places should all be smoke-free. Last but not least, let's take a look at my final reason. Finally, being around smoke is too risky for children. According to the article, Health Effects of Secondhand Smoke, published on American Lung Association, secondhand smoke is responsible for between 150,000 and 300,000 lower respiratory tract infections in infants and children under 18 months of age, resulting in between 7,500 and 15,000 hospitalizations each year. It also causes 430 sudden infant death syndrome deaths in the U.S. annually. These innocent babies have no control over what goes into their bodies, but we do. Babies with such young immune systems are prone to these issues. Parents shouldn't have to worry about bringing their babies to a restaurant in fear of people smoking around them. There is no reason for this many babies to lose their lives over something they can't help. To fix this, all public places should be smoke-free. While I have plenty of reason to support my side, there still are people who have reason to disagree with me. Some people say that making all public places smoke-free would violate people's rights, but really, it only protects the rights of everyone's. According to the article, There Is No Constitutional Right to Smoke, 2008, published March 2008 by Samantha K. Graff on Tobacco Control Legal Consortium. Proponents of smokers' rights often claim that the government should not be able to pass smoke-free laws because smoking is a personal choice that falls under the constitutional right to liberty. This doesn't violate their rights, but smoking around helpless people does violate the rights of everyone else around them. This doesn't mean smokers cannot smoke by themselves, on their own time, in their own home. If they want to ruin their lives, that is their right, but it is the right of everyone else to have the opportunity to good health. This is, therefore, all public places should be smoke-free. Now that you know both sides, let's wrap this up. In summary, secondhand smoke causes too many issues. It's unfair for people who choose not to use the harmful substance, and it's too risky for children to be around. Therefore, all public places should be smoke-free. Now, maybe next time you walk through that cloud of smoke, you will realize that it's more than just the smell affecting you.